Hello everybody and welcome to the Gobi Desert. We drove all the way down here, which was pretty much a pain in the ass. Took forever. The roads were okay in the beginning, they were paved, you could still see some hills and some green, but then it got just flat and extremely bumpy. No roads whatsoever, had to go by a hiking GPS because there was not even a trail we could follow. But after 15 hours of driving, we finally made it there, and after some sleep on the floor, it was time to get to work. I'm now in the small town of Bulgan in the middle of the Gobi Desert. We are redoing the water distribution system here because the old one's really crappy. Here you see the spring where we got the water from. There were no pumps or anything. The water was just coming straight out of some rocks in the middle of the desert. What we're doing when I was there was we were installing some prefabricated water distribution kiosks so the locals could go there and get their water. One thing that's really important to know when you're doing construction work in Mongolia is to improvise. You just got to get it to work with whatever you got. I mean, we were out of pipes, for example, so we just took the shovel, cut it up, it had the right diameter, put some threads on it, and it worked perfect. During the time I was there, I got to try to work as pretty much everything. I mean, I was a carpenter, I was mixing concrete in a bathtub, which was a lot of work. We probably made around 20 or 30 bathtubs like this, the old-fashioned way by hand. I also was doing some plumbing. I was installing electrical equipment, and I got to go to meetings with the United Nations Development Program, who was paying for this. When you're in the middle of nowhere in Mongolia, health and safety, it's let's just say it's different. For example, he was using just my sunglasses while he was doing all the welding. We didn't have any plugs for any of our electrical equipment. Just kind of shoved it in there. In Mongolia, you eat meat. You get a goat, you burn off the skin, chop it into pieces, put it in a big jar, put some hot rocks in there, let it cook for a few hours, and dinner's ready. And breakfast and lunch. I had one day off while I was there where we went to a local Nadam festival. First we went to this mountain. Only men were allowed up there because there was kind of this religious ceremony going on where monks were praying for rain and for good weather. The festival itself consisted of two different competitions. First one up was a wrestling tournament. Wrestling is a huge deal in Mongolia and there's a lot of pride and honor involved. Okay, so the rules are really simple, really basic. Just whoever touches the ground first with their legs or their arms or the back or whatever, basically. The next competition up was horse racing. The rules here are also really basic. You start at one point, race to the other point several kilometers away, and then the finish is back where you started. One cool thing is that there are only kids that are the jockeys because they're lighter. That's it from the Gobi Desert. Make sure you check out my Facebook page, links below, and take care.